Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel. It is getting a bit dark now, so my apologies for the lighting as usual. I can't help what the weather does, but I wanted to show you, oh, this has been on all day by the way. You know, when I put it on, I don't know whether you will have seen this, but if you've seen day 22, you will have seen I put this on then, and it's been on all day. It's a fantastic, long-lasting, very inexpensive lipstick. Anyway, I decided to go and declutter, and there might not be a lot of decluttering going on in this video, but declutter my sort of face powder, blushes, anything to do with the face apart from foundation and concealer drawer. So I will start with, and I'll go through everything and I'll try and swatch everything. In fact, what I'll do is if I take off this, you've got more arm room. So you can see my arms and I can do some swatches up the arms. I've split them into categories in this box. I've got them in bronzers, blushes, cream products, face powders, correcting palettes, and highlighters, including cream highlighters. And I think that's it though. Let's have a look. So yeah, so I'll kind of go through everything. I think I'll start with bronzers, and the palettes I'll do last. So I'll start with this sort of bronzy basket, and it's also contouring as well. And any that I think I'm going to get rid of, I will do. That isn't a bronzer, that is very much not a bronzer. So that's not a bronzer either, okay. I don't have many bronzers, and that is mainly because I have still yet to find the most perfect one for me. And yeah, there are going to be some declutters, so I'll show you those. The first one I've picked up is the Freedom Pro Glow in Raw, and this is how it looks. And you can see here. Now these are meant to be highlighters, I think, but this is very much, it's bad when you do it with a finger actually. It's better with a brush. When you do it with your finger, it sort of messes it up, but as soon as you put a brush in it, it's fine. But this is very much a dark bronzer. It does have a sort of glow, and I actually do like it. I use this as a bronzer. I use it with a light touch, and I just literally use it across, like all over my face. And I never thought I would use this. I was really worried because it's just so dark. But it's actually a really nice colour. If you're pale, you can make it work. It would also really work as an eyeshadow, if you were wondering. So that's that one. I have a very, this is called the Tanorexic, it's a really horrible name, isn't it? Bronzer. Yeah, I don't like that name particularly. Be a Bombshell Cosmetics made in China. And it's a red brick bronzer. I have never used it. I think I may have dipped my finger in it. It is literally like a rust colour. Just look at that. That's so orange. Never used it. Probably never going to. So I'm going to declutter that one. That's going in the bin. Next up is one that I received from Avon, and it is actually a really nice cool tone bronzer, slightly, but it is shimmery. It's quite, I wouldn't say it's a soft texture. It is, like I say, cool toned, so you'll see that compared to the one above as well. It's all right. It's just very shimmery, and actually when I look at it from here, it does look a bit orange. So do I use it? No, I don't. That's good, isn't it? So far 3 bronzers, 2 in the declutter. This one is the Essence Silky Touch Blush, and it's called Natural Beauty. And I thought that this looked more bronzy than it did blushy. Really soft these are. If you haven't tried these before, I love the texture of these. And this is very cool toned. In fact, it is a blush when I look at it there. It looks like a nudie blush. So I think that's going to go in my blush drawer. You might be able to use it as a bronzer. Yeah, maybe. So at the moment, that's a blush, so that doesn't even count. I bought the Avon Glow in light bronze, and that is still slightly warm, but actually it's a really nice all over one. And this actually, as bronzers go, this is actually one of my favourites. It's one that I would wear all over the face. It is slightly cool toned, very, very soft, very light. You can see there, out of all of them, it's the lightest. Actually, it looks very similar to this blusher, but it is so gorgeous, and I do use it all over the face. It's just a light touch, really soft. This is part of their Avon Glow range, and I love that one. Had it for a while, you can see. It's lasted me ages. And then I've got a couple of contour. Oh wait, I've got this little bronze from Lord & Berry. I actually really liked this one. I thought out of all of my bronzers, this was the coolest toned one. Very soft, the Lord & Berry bronzer. I'll just put it here. Yeah, very cool tone compared to the others. Really nice bronzer, actually. It just comes in this little packet because it was a tester. Came in a subscription box, and I think it's called Sienna. So really like that Lord & Berry bronzer. I wouldn't buy it though. To be honest, I doubt I'll run out of that. It does remind me of the Hoola bronzer when I put them together. And then I've got two little contour kits. One is the Master Sculpt in Medium Dark by Maybelline. And I'll just show you the contour powder in this. This is very similar to my favourite contour powder from Makeup Revolution. You can just see it down the bottom there. Very much a cool toned, a bit muddier actually. And then the highlight, which is also lovely. I'll just put it next to it so you can see. Very, it's not a shimmery highlight. It's very subtle, light highlight. I'll just put it on my hand. You can barely see it on my hand actually. You can just see a stripe. You can barely see it. So I don't really use that highlight very often unless I want a very subtle look. So that, I do like it though, and I will be keeping it. So that's staying. The same with those two bronzers, the last two I touched. And then the Freedom Pro Contour Kit. I had high hopes for this. I was really excited to see such a cool light bronzer and that lovely just matte highlight as well. I like the matte highlight a lot. I'll put that here. It's really lovely. You can't really see it. It's great because it's a good setting powder for under the eyes. And I do like that. Really, look, soft, beautiful, lovely. Happy with that. The bronzer though is so light. It's so light that actually it's more of a, I would say it's more of a blush. Look, definitely more of a neutral blush. So I'm a bit sad that it's not really contoury. It might be good if you did the top of your cheekbones with it. I think that might work really well, but I am a bit gutted. I have to say that isn't, I probably would have needed a darker colour for contouring for me because I like it to be really, I like it to be obvious, but at the same time, I like to be able to blend it. And I think that's what it is. Okay, this was a bad idea. I should have bought some cleaning wipes, shouldn't I? I'll go and get some, bear with me. That feels a bit better. Got it all off now. Right, so the next, so I'll put those back in that I'm keeping. Gosh, that's actually 2 that I've decluttered. So not many. Oh well. And in that pot as well, I have 2 of these blushes that are basically, I'll try and explain it. They've got the puff in it, so they look like this. This one is by Nika K. I got it in a glossy box, I think, and I love this colour. It's so subtle and lovely. It's just such a lovely, let's see if I can get a bit more on my hand for you. There you go, that lovely rosy colour. I really do like this. It has got a bit of shimmer in it, just a sort of goldish sort of sheen to it, but not much, not like overbearing. Really like this one, and actually I haven't used it for a while, but it looks like it'd be really good for the autumn time. Just a lovely subtle pink. Love that. And equally, I got this new CID Cosmetics Eye Blossom pressed powder cheek stamp with mirror. Now I got this, I think, from a PR company, and it's a little bit different because the blush is in there, so you could get a brush in there, but you've got the stamp here. You can see there's glitter in this one. The mirror is on the bottom, which I think is quite cool if you're going out. So I'll just sort of stamp that on. Actually, they're not dissimilar colours. I don't know whether you can see that. Let's see if I can really. These are obviously heavy swatches. Oh, there you go. Do you know what? They're practically the same colour, so I don't need two. So I'm going to give this one away, or, well, declutter it. Brilliant. This is going well, isn't it? Let's get rid of those. So that's that. Right, next is... Ooh. Right, now, this is the... I sort of tried to split it up into highlighty blushes and sort of normal blushes that haven't really got highlight. There's a couple in here that do, but not really. So yeah, I'll start with, I've got so many different blushes. So we'll start with this one from Freedom, and this is in Angelic. These are £1 each. They look similar to the MUA ones in sort of style, but they are bigger and they aren't as slim. So just a little comparison there. So this is in Angelic. I can't open the bloody thing. Oh, there we go. And I'll just show you that there. It's a gorgeous peach. Stunning. Matte, completely matte. Really just gorgeous. Oh, wow. That is stunning. I mean, for the summer, that is just beautiful. I really love peach-toned blushes for the summer and the spring. So that's that one. And equally, I think what I'll do is if I get out... some of them I've not even opened. This is how bad my collection is. So yes. So I'm going to definitely keep that one. Right. The MUA blush in Cupcake. It's a very nude tone, neutral nude tone. I really like this one for any time. I do use it quite a lot. There, it's gorgeous. It's much brownier than the one above, not as peach. This is Cupcake. You can see I've really used that. The MUA has gone out of it. So that I'm definitely keeping. The other MUA blush I've got here in Bubblegum is a really bright pink. Reminds me of some of the others I've got. So I might have to keep the swatches on my arm. Oh, they're so soft, the MUA blushes. If you've never bought one, they're £1 each. And they really are impressive. And their stay time and their pigmentation is gorgeous. That is a heavy swatch, obviously, of... what's this called? Bubblegum. I need to sort of shade that. I really like these bright pinks because I just need to touch them, put a little bit on my cheeks and rub them out. So I really like that. I've actually got a cream blush on today and I'll show you those in a bit. Keeping that one. And then another, I've got like a lilac-y colour and it's Marshmallow, which I also really like this one. Very much a lilac-y pink. You can see that, again, a heavy swatch next to that one. Now, these remind me of the blushes that are from, these are matte again, but the matte blushes from Makeup Revolution. So I like those, but they're smaller, obviously. Then I've just noticed that I've got a couple of blushes missing. It could be that they're not missing, they might just be somewhere in here, actually. There we go, yeah. Typical. Yes, now this is one of my favourite MUA blushes for this time of year, and I used it so sort of autumn winter, and this is Candy Floss, and it is a sort of dark mauvey colour. I'll just show you. It's so stunning for this time of year. You can just see it at the bottom there. You can see that I have actually hit pan on this one, and I'll probably finish it. I am quite gutted that this is nearly over for this time of year, but I really couldn't wear it in the summer. So this was sort of at that point, just after the winter. It's got 2.4 grams in. I'm still sort of making my way through it. But I was really chuffed to do that because that was my aim, because it was in a project pan, and that is the look down at the bottom there. Like I say, I do not use it in the summer. It just doesn't work with any of the makeup looks that I do and with my skin tone or whatever's going on. Definitely keeping that because it's sort of done. I've got, is that all of those? Make sure, because yeah, there seems to be a few somewhere else. Oh, got bits and bobs everywhere. What's this? It's fallen down the side. Yes, so I've got another 3 MUA blushes. 4 MUA blushes. 5. Goodness gracious, I've got 5 MUA blushes. Sorry guys. And they are, I'll do them in number order because they are just numbered 1 to 5, I think. And I bought them because I really like their other blushes. These have a very similar case to the Freedom ones in the thickness, but they are actually this way up, so they come this way. So I will show you them, one of which I've not opened. I'm going to open it, so I don't care. It's probably the same colour as another one, but who cares? Right, so I'll just go through them by colour. That's 4, 2, 3, 5 and 1. Okay, so MUA blusher shade 1. I think this is a matte blusher. Is it a matte blusher? It looks like there's sparkle in it, but not much. So that's the shade, that lovely peachy shade there. Now, I thought this was going to be like one of their other blushers, which is up here somewhere. But actually, it is quite different. It's definitely got more of a pink undertone. You can see it there. It doesn't look like any of the ones above. So that's good. That's number 1. Definitely keeping that as well because I love that peachy tone. I think that's why I like these, because they're all sort of peachy toned. And then we've got number 2, which is, again, these are more neutral, I have to say. Now, that is a peachy, again, tone. I'll just put them together because you could be mistaken that they're the same, but they're not. I'll just show you. Yeah, that's more of a... Oh, it's difficult to show you the colours here. There you go. A lighter peach and a darker peach. This is terrible. Can you see that there? Yeah, this one's lighter, this one's a bit darker. And this is more neutral, I have to say. If you're not good at wearing blush, or if you don't want to wear something that's too bright, then this is a really good alternative. And this is, can you see that? Yeah, at the top there I've put it, and it's very neutral. Again, it's very different to all of those. Now, you wouldn't believe that you could get lots of different colours of blush like that. Not wouldn't believe, of course you can see it, but what I mean is that they're just so close, but they are different. Next up is this one, which I've just opened and hadn't opened before. This is a lot darker. I'll just show you. That is much darker. I'm wondering if it's too dark. I will swatch it. I'll try not to damage too much of it. You know, I'll probably love it because I do love blush. Oh no, it is lovely. That's lovely. It's like a really neutral tone. Actually, it looks very similar to whatever this was. What was that? They look very similar. What was that one? Typical. No idea. I feel like it was one, two. No, I do know. It's this one. It's Cupcake. It's very similar to Cupcake. But I love Cupcake, and that is a similar colour. Do you know what? The light is awful. I'm so sorry. That's better. You can see the colours there. We're getting all swatched up here, aren't we? I'm going to have to keep that one because I really like it. I really like them all. I love blush. I have a blush problem. Number 4 is, yet again, quite a neutral shade. It looks very similar to that last one, but I think it's a bit more orange in tone. Let's see. I'll put it under. Yes, it is. Very much more peachy. Isn't like, it's actually a little bit like this one, but that is actually Angelic by Freedom. But this is a bit darker. I really like that one. Again. Oh, they are similar. You know, now I've put them next to each other. I don't know look how similar they are. That's just slightly darker than that, but they are a similar tone. And I guess once they're on your cheek, you probably wouldn't notice. So I'm not sure yet whether to keep that or not. And the last one is number 5, which is they've got a new sticker on it. So it must be a new sort of colour. Again, a peachy tone. These are very peachy tone, these blushes. Oh, okay. I think they're practically the same. Oh, there's just a slight difference. That is just a slight difference in that one. It's a bit more, I don't know, let me just, that's slightly pinker there and that's slightly browner. I don't know what to do now. I know I've had my fingers in all of them, so do I get rid of it? I just can't do it. I can't do it. What's wrong with me? I am going to keep them. I'm going to keep them because I just like the packages, that there's these little square They're all matte, so, you know, and if I lost it, I could take them on holiday, and if I lost it, I wouldn't be gutted. And I probably wouldn't repurchase it either. Okay, so onwards. I want to test alongside these matte blushes from Makeup Revolution. I love these. I pick them up all the time to use. And we have sort of 2 neutral tones, 2 pink and 2 peach, and one's darker than the other in both cases. So the 2 neutral tones are Nude, which I love and I've really used, and Fusion. So those are the 2 neutral tones. You can see the sort of difference in colour, but they are both neutral. This nude colour looks very much like cocoa. They're so creamy. I love these. Ultra buttery. Really lovely. Now, what colour do I think it looks a bit like? I think that nude is very similar to this sort of cupcake colour. So I'm going to put it here. Yeah, it is very similar. You can see there next to it. Yeah, they're really similar tones. However, I have to say, this is a lot softer. Even though those MUA ones were soft, that was a lot softer. I'm going to run out of time, so I might have to split these videos up. And then I'll do these last 6 ones and then we'll go. So that was Nude. Then we've got Fusion, which I think it's a lovely cream colour again. And I think it's going to be more like these colours down here. Oh, a bit brighter actually. It's more like the colour above. So that one's Fusion there. You can see the difference in quality there. And it's similar to that. But the swatching shows you the pigmentation of those. They're just stunning. Next we have Beloved. I reach for this one quite a lot. It's a beautiful peachy pink. I'll just show you there. Quite similar to the last one, but it isn't. And I'm going to put that above this one because I think they are similar. Yes, they are quite similar. In fact, this one, which I've just swatched, and this one, which is Freedom, they're both very, very similar, and they're the same company. So it's probably the same formula. And then we have a light pink called Divine. This is very similar to the lilac-y pink that I put here, was it? I think it was here. Yeah, very similar, but a bit more powdery pink, just a lighter pink tone there. Really nice. Actually, is that? Yeah, that is a really pretty colour. I thought it was the one below. That one's a bit pinkier toned. This is so hard to do. And then the last 2 out of these matte ones, and then I'm going to do a part 2, may even be a part 3, is this beautiful one called Dare, which is this gorgeous, this is definitely, yes, very similar to Bubblegum. You can see that's Dare and that is Bubblegum. It's like the same colour. Really like that. But do I need 2? That's the question I'm asking myself. I might have to be ruthless. And then the last one is New Rules, which is this stunning red colour. And that, I think, is going to be similar to this one here. It is. But again, the pigmentation just seems so much better. I mean, look, they're practically the same. They really are. And that one was, which one was that? This one, I think it was called. Oh, no, that was Bubblegum. And that Marshmallow. That's Marshmallow. Here, the pinkier one, and that's Bubblegum, that reddy toned one. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Anyway, I'm going to have to stop and then start again and film part 2. So I'll see you in the next video. Give this a thumbs up and continue on to the next one. I'll put a little card up here so that you can go to the next video easier. See you later.